Hi. A lot of the enemies that you have today were inherited. It was never your place to have them as enemies. So today, I come to plead with you. If they're not your elected officials that we all have common access to and have the right to have our opinions, we need to tread softly. I encourage you today to bridle your tongues and control your fingers with patience through your perceptions, wisdom, and the fear of God. People who can talk first don't have to necessarily be right. No be person wey go class first, they carry first class. Mind your businesses. Don't become weapons of the devil. Don't let them use you to kill another person emotionally or physically. People will come and talk. You don't stop to judge. Come on, honey.
Hello.
You leaving? You look amazing.
Oh,
you have the brown.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
You look taken away. Okay. Have fun. And get some rest when you work. Don't just work. Please. So please. People will come and say, my friend did this, this person did this, and you start to judge them. Don't you know before there can be a fight, and we can talk personally, there will be a history. Do you know the history? Don't let the kindness of your heart destroy you. God is God on social media, in our houses, at home, with our friends, at work. Stop being the one that carries people's problems. I don't use anything more than vitamins. And that is my choice. And that's why you don't see me contributing to everything going on. I try to keep it to things that I have taken the time to research. You never see me jump out the first, second, third day when there's a trending talk. And I hate trending topics. I stay consistent with one topic that I believe in, one thing, because you can do everything. You can fight every battle. People who have common sense don't want to deal with controversial figures. You think you're going to make money? No, that means you have rolled all your potentials into that social media platform, and you will self-destruct. Friends will run from you. People who are responsible and can help you will stay away from you. Let them know that you have a topic. American speakers, Nigerian speakers are different. Our economics are different. What we have to lose or gain are different. Our socio-economic status and provisions and resources are different. But I see a blend. Most of the careless talkers that are here, abroad, all over, that are Nigerians, think it is just about getting arrested and getting locked up. No, you are stealing your time. I said to my friend yesterday, it's time we begin to live like Americans too. To go out into Hilton and have breakfast and do all these things and not just glue ourselves. That's why your marriages are breaking. There's nothing exciting about your lives. Everything, Yoruba movie, Igbo Nollywood movie, your life, it is what is happening in Nigeria. You use Nigeria's pressure to act here in America. That is why when you get to work, you don't know how to react. You are easily triggered. A lot of your children have criminal records because they live in toxic environments. To be born to a Nigerian that thinks that they can sleep in Nigeria and wake up in America every day of their lives is trouble. Parents, I know you need to go do things at home, but how about where you live? Don't you have to live with dignity? Don't you have to live? People selling homes and houses are trying to tell you, but they are not mediating right for your life. They're telling you, all the people making noise on social media are selling something. What are you selling? Use your brain. Let the wisdom of God show in your lives. Be kind. A lot of you, what you're running around with, a little humility, a little kindness, a little godliness, a little empathy, putting yourself and saying, if somebody had done this to me, what would I have done? How would I have reacted? You don't. You don't see other people as if their life is as valuable as yours. So when you do it, or your children do it, it is right. But when somebody else reacts like that, say, who do they think they are? Ah, ṣe ṣiṣi bá ń jẹ légbò, ó ṣe jẹ́ pé ká èèyàn máa dámọ̀ ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀dá. But tí elégbò bá pa eṣinṣin, ẹ sọ̀rọ̀. You cannot beat me and tell me how to cry. When you fight with formidable enemies, they never come at you from the same angle and they don't bring it to you on the same level. Because we have all been through a lot. The problem and the burdens of being an ordinary human being is too much. The fears we deal with, the failures we encounter, the lack of resources, struggling every day. She should be locomotive engine. You can bring nonsense down this path. I have no patience for nonsense. You understand? So if I see that you have been scheming against me, or you've been trying to destroy me, or you try to take my job away, and I find out there will be no peace between us, for the rest of your life, you would have lost me. I have forgiven you, but I will also be ready to lose every single friend that surrounds us. Every single family that doesn't understand where I'm coming from. I will lose them along with that bad relationship you are all trying to create peace when you know that that person is evil. Yes, the love of God does not say predispose yourself to destruction. It says borrow yourself brain. There are certain disputes that you would have in your life that you will never meet them again. There are certain marriages that break that you will never, should never go back in on woman love finish any. These so-called peacemakers, why you won't bushy bache, why you won't bushy no do. They're not the ones that will be in that relationship with your friend, even with your own child, with you. When people come to make peace, they make peace just because both of you are talking, but they are not the peace that will exist with you in that relationship. Whatever the relationship is. Some of you are working where you have developed high blood pressure because you don't trust God enough. You don't trust Him enough. To also look out, looking for somewhere else. Please. I just don't like when we take life like it's chewing gum, and if we throw it away, we can unwrap another one and chew it again. Listen to why people that are shouting. Not just the bad talk about Odele, Ovele, Okwendoyon, Yawendoyon. If my husband truly or my boyfriend is sleeping with somebody, how is that your business? I should leave somebody that is cheating without finding out what pushed him there. If there's something in me that I did, if there's something missing in his life, I can help him rebuild. If there's a way we can meet together and make this relationship work, I should leave that one person to go and get together with another one that will eventually cheat. We are all broken vessels. It is very few of us that recognize that fact and are working to perfect that which should have been from the word go, the way God desires for it to be. There's no perfect life. I don't care how many Bibles you carry or how big they are. It is inside your house that the truth will bite you, no matter how much you pretend for me or to me. I'm just saying, learn to live your life and not leave it under the shadow of other people's assumed successes. Blogger, won't do, won't win, won't pa. You leave people you could be fighting for justifiably, and you are into drama and scandals and blackmail. Our market. Very soon, all of us will realize that this money we're picking up is not paper. And that if you sit on social media, outside of becoming dubious and crazy, you just get crazier and crazier and crazier with your ideas, with your content. That's the only way you can keep people glued. I truly do. There's a time and a place for every rain. Know that. And and no peace. And on upon what enterprises, lolaye. You cannot just stay. If you know you are an English like me, I think I'm English enough. I mind and focus on my business. Waking up, going to work, learning how to save. Tiwe de komba wari mi to ro pe boya desperate girl ni mi, and it is true, they are not lying. There is no sex in America because it is not that the men here don't have dicks, but their dicks have more needs on them than you that is looking for partnership. They have distorted their lives. They lived freely, and the last minute when they now get into their late 40s, 50s and 60s, some of them 70s, that's when they wake up and they're looking for women that can support them, regardless of how much child support they're holding on to, or how much they've failed in their lives before they met you. It's okay for your life to be what it is, but you must be able to be in a relationship without bringing your messes to them. And somebody said to me, Elizabeth, do you know why we're single? And I said, well, you see, she says it is because we cannot give an open purse to these useless men on the street to come in and dip their fingers, use you as collateral damage. That is why a lot of women are single. It's either because you don't have enough to bring to the table, or because these men see that you're too wise for them to use. Don't blame yourself. It is in the past that you will say it's because a woman has a bad attitude. That is why she doesn't have a husband. I put it to you today. It's not like that. That is not the truth. A lot of women are single today because they have refused to be manipulated and used and emptied out by lazy, failed, greedy men. That is the whole truth. And nothing but the truth. A lot of the women in America today that have husbands have them because they are the ones paying with their soul, their skin, their blood. Except in few cases that God himself lives with them. And that man has shame and is actually a good and true father to his children. A man can be a dustbin or trash picker, and his wife a medical doctor or engineer. If that man is truly living for that family, that woman will not mind. But if what you want to do is subdue my thoughts and gather my finances, our finances, to go to build in Nigeria where you know that the social economic status is different, the rules and the laws and the perception of the people are different, where I can get somebody else to kill another person for just 5,000 naira and there will be no investigation, then you have another thing coming. Accept where we have found ourselves. It is what it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know who this is going to help. I love marriages. I loved being married. And God knows I was living married to myself in that situation until the man thought he could break me by leaving. And 30 years later, calls me and tells me, oh, you should be happy. You should call all your friends and family to tell them that regardless of the space, your husband still loves you. The picture in his office, my picture, in this man's office that doesn't know how I've been eating and drinking, raising my kids by myself, all the things I've been through. The picture in his office is bigger than this, all down to the wall. And then they ask him, where's your wife? My wife is in America. I'm not your wife. I've not been your wife for over 20 years. And I'm never going back there. You understand? There are certain marriages you don't go to unless you're ready to die or lose your sanity. If that man was never kind to you, don't go back. If you never could use the love of your children together to cover your faults and still treat you good, we can be fighting and I can still be kind in that fight. If that man fought you like you were supposed to die and lose everything, don't you ever go back, regardless of what your pastor says, your parents say, your friends say. Leave that community and go somewhere else. I'm going to repeat it again. Co-parenting with a man that hates you more than he cares to love his children and the future is deadly. is deadly. Very deadly. You're playing with your life. You gotta let it go. You got Elizabeth Ajalo Shidi. Ariel. Blessings. Happy birthday to Miss Mary Jones. Saturday, Mama is going to be 70. She has beautiful daughters, Lola, Kemi, Biola, wonderful family, the Taiwos. America. These people have supported people coming from Nigeria newly. Ice cream. They have been good. If people have been good to the people around you, even if you didn't benefit directly, you must still recognize that they are doing good. Everybody can't do good to everybody. God picks people that we will help. So happy birthday, Mama. It is well with you. Your girl. So all my friends, I haven't seen you. I've been studying. That's all I've been doing. I don't know why. For some reason, I think because I was struggling so much with David's lawsuit and murder case. Now that the murder case closed in December, I finished school since April 2025, and I'm just about now studying to take my boards. If I fail, I go take them again. Let me get my money. I'll be adult. Nobody send me go school and me send me. So I said, don't pressure yourself. I don't pressure myself about certain things. I can only give it my best shot. So right now, I'm studying. I'm trying to do the right thing. And to all my friends, please, if you're single, do it wisely. You have promoted your life, educated yourself. Don't let any lazy man come and make you change your houses to their names. Change your assets and leave your children hungry. You understand what I mean? We're mothers. And the first thing we must do is to protect the lives of our children. God gave them directly to you. Any man that is coming must be ready to pick them up with you and support them. Stop dating men who cannot stand your children. I'm not saying give them the responsibilities, but those children must feel accepted, and conducive atmosphere must exist where they can thrive and grow. I'm tired of our children in the foster care, our children in psychiatric mental hospitals, our children in jail, and that is for real. People can tell you what they're going through. Maybe because of my predisposition, people tend to talk to me, and they know that I will never divulge their profiles. Now, but I will use the lessons in their lives to bring to you. Please, Mewan Sheleo. There's a lot happening. And it's not a matter of man or woman. The one that affects the men, I will speak on. The one that affects the woman, I will speak on. But when it comes to the children, I'm ready to throw both the man and the woman under the bus, pick you back up and buff you so that you can still continue to be wonderful parents to your children. It's not judgment.